Welcome to Race Week. I am 1 week out from doing a half marathon up in the Madison area, and I'm just going to take you through a week prepping for my race in this vlog. So it's going to be the runs I do, maybe some of the lifts I'm doing in there, but just taking you through last week training up until the half marathon, and then the actual race itself. So this vlog is going to end with actual race day footage and all that. I'll take you through the entire thing. So it'll be good. So today is a long run. There's times in the past where I taper. Most of the time I do taper for a race. I am not for this one. I'm going to probably today run 10 or 11 miles, which when you're training for a half marathon, normally you don't run any longer than 10 or 11 miles as you work up. So typically the week before you would do a less distance run, maybe historically I would have done 8 miles, but I'm going to go and do a full training indoor run because it's going to be 88 degrees out. So a little hot, not ideal. But let's get it started. This will be the first run of the week. I'm going to run, today's Sunday. I'm going to run Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then I'll do a shakeout run Friday, and then the race is on Saturday. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm a little bit over a mile in on a race week. For the most part, I'm taking all my runs really easily, not pushing it too much, trying to stay in zone 2, light zone 3 for heart rate. So yeah, just trying to have an easy run, stack the distance while not pushing it too hard to prepare myself for the actual race. All right, there we go. Long run done. I am incredibly sweaty and just knocked over my element. Mango chili flavor, linked it in the description if you're interested. I think it's by far and away the best element flavor, but only if you like spicy stuff. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but delicious. 11 miles, an hour and 37 minutes, so slower than I would want to do the race, but great pace for an easy long run. My average heart rate was 130, so right where I want to be. I typically aim to keep my heart rate during the entirety of that run, within 10 beats, plus or minus of 140. So being at 130 is on the very lower end of that, so really good. So yeah, long run of the week completed. Gonna go finish drinking my element and go eat. Okay, so it's race week and I'm trying to eat clean this week. So let me show you, I'm waiting out here on my deck and there's a fly. Let me show you what I got. All right, so we got some quinoa, 2 strips of tofu, some portobello mushrooms, some mozzarella cheese, and then some, it's all grilled, and then some grilled red and yellow peppers. And then the sauce, it's a Greek yogurt, lemon, some shredded up garlic, and some maple syrup, and some sea salt. So pretty healthy, pretty clean, high protein, lots of vegetables, very balanced meal. Oh yeah, last but not least, this mocktail. So it's got Topo Chico in it, which is a seltzer water type thing. It's got pineapple juice, some orange juice, and then as you can see, some tahini. And if you're asking, okay, what is that? Yeah, it is a slug. So if you guessed slug, you were accurate. Slug drink. For clarity, I mean the design is a slug. I would never drink a slug. So this is a delicious non-slug drink with a slug cup. All right. So it is Tuesday, race is on Saturday. So I've got kind of an easy run today. So this is one of the easier runs of the week. I'll do probably 4 miles, keep it in zone 2. So I'm aiming for a nice, slow, easy run because it's race week. But gonna get some stretching in, gonna get a nice, easy run, stack the distance, but not go too hard. In case you're wondering, shirt, Nike here. Shoes, I got my Nike Zoom X's here. So these are just, one of the shoes I have. I use them to kind of alternate. When I'm running weekly, I'm alternating. So I'm wearing one shoe one day, another one. Gives them time to not get beaten down, not get worn down. I've noticed that my shoes last longer if I alternate. If I'm running the same shoe 2, 3, 4 times a week, they tend to get beat up. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get a nice easy run in. Feeling pretty good. A couple more days until race day, but so far so good. Okay, drenched in sweat, but good run. Did in about 33 minutes, so it's like 8 minutes and 15 seconds a mile. Felt great. Heart rate was pretty low throughout. I think I averaged like 129. So nice and slow cart rate, which is exactly what I'm hoping to do on this run. But gonna go eat leftovers from yesterday's dinner. So same thing, tofu, quinoa, like healthy grains, healthy protein. So I'm gonna go do that, but feeling good. Like as far as race week goes, feeling really good. This will be my 6th half marathon. I've run 5 marathons and 5 halves. But this is the first ever half marathon I've done in the heat of the summer. Like it is July. So it's hot. The race starts really early, like 7 a.m. It's like an hour away. I'm gonna have to pick up my packet that morning. So I'm gonna have to leave here at super early. But either way, feeling good. Like this, I get really excited about race week. Love running races. So it's good to be feeling good. Body feels great at this point in the training. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I just recorded this entire thing, but then I realized I didn't record it. I just took a picture. So there's just a picture of myself on my phone. I am less than 48 hours out. So it's 10 a.m. On Thursday. It's the 3rd of July. I have the day off. So I'm about to go get a 4-mile run in. I'm going to take it real easy. I'm aiming for a 32, 34 minute mile, run. So 4 miles, 34 minutes, 32 minutes, 8 to 8.5 minute miles. So a very comfortable pace for me. So 48 hours, the race starts actually at 7 a.m. So 48 hours from now, I will actually be done with the race. So nice, easy run. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a 1 mile shakeout run. So, keep the legs fresh, but also do a little bit of running. Around 2 days before is where I really like to lock in from a food and drink perspective. So I'm going to keep my eating really clean here the next 2 days. Had pasta last night, probably have a little bit more pasta today, and just try to keep it really light tomorrow. Also take you guys with me to packet pickup tomorrow. But yeah, starting to get exciting. The race is right here. I don't know about you guys, but race week always feels exciting to me. But then as you get to 2 days before, now it feels close. So gonna go get an easy run in, nice easy pace run in. And then I'll take you guys with me to packet pickup tomorrow. So yeah, let's do it. All right. So never checked in after the run today, but the run went really well. So I did 4 miles, 32 minutes and 3 seconds. So 8 minute miles, last long-ish run before the half marathon on Saturday. I'm gonna do a shakeout 1 mile run tomorrow. But it went really good. I felt great, had to slow myself down a few times, but really good. And then I decided to go to the running store. So sometimes before a race, I like to go get a few things. So let me show you what I picked up. So the first thing is I got this Nathan handheld water, kind of water bottle. It's 18 ounces. What I like about it is the way that the hand goes. So you can actually put your hand through here and it has this strap. I think this is a little bit easier than the ones I've used in the past. So I will put water in there, a few ice cubes in there, and then I will put the mango chili element in there. So I will link this and the element in the description box. But this feels great. So I've been wanting a new one of these, so I think this is gonna be really good. So this is the first thing. Then I got these features. If you have never ran with running socks, it makes a palpable difference. So these are the Elites with light cushion. So yeah, really comfortable, obviously really fly. I don't have to tell you that. So I will link these below too. I have another pair of features. They're my favorite running socks. And they're awesome. So if you haven't tried them, I totally recommend them. So I got these. And then I got, so I got this hat. This is just a Nike running hat. I have a lot of Nike gear, but I don't have a hat. It's gonna be really hot, so I just want some sun protection. So I'll be wearing this in the race. So that's gonna be awesome. And then a few other things. Oh yeah, this is the mango chili element. So I will link this below. You do not want this if you do not like things that have a little bit of a kick. This has some spice to it. If you do not like spice, do not get this. Get one of the other ones. But you know, they're great. They have potassium, sodium, magnesium, like all the elements that are being, you know, expelled through sweat, but none of the added sugar of a Gatorade. It's just like a superior way to like rehydrate yourself and, you know, give your body what it's losing. So this, and then this, a marathon I just did, I had one of these like Stroop waffle honey stingers. This is a vanilla one, and it looks delicious. So I'll eat this on the car ride up. Morning of, I'll probably have toast with peanut butter and a few dates. That's what I did prior to my last race, so I'll do that. But I got this too. So anyway, there you go. That's kind of my haul that I got. And I'll be using this all on race day. Hi, half marathon,
Half?
white, Ben White.
All right.
Uh, 1407.
All right, there we go.
Some pins there.
Okay,
Would you like a 10 meat skip track?
sure.
All right.
All right.
And then you have your.
Good morning. It is race day. So I'm just getting ready here. It's like 5:10 a.m. So I've got about 10 minutes before I need to leave. So just showered, brushed my teeth. Gonna put on some sunscreen, put on my bib. Then it's time to go. Pre-race, I'm going to eat just a piece of toast with peanut butter, and then a couple dates, and then this thing. But feeling good. Got an 83 sleep score, which is pretty good considering how early it is. But yeah, today's the day. All right, I'm driving in. My ETA is 6:46, so I'll be there about 15 minutes early, which is perfect. I don't like being at a race too early, but I got my coffee, had my toast with peanut butter. Gonna have my Stroop waffle here, probably in half an hour, but feeling good, feeling energized. Got the bib on, so ready? All right, I'm parked, fully geared up, and heading to start. I think it's this is where we'll finish actually. So right over here. So yeah, just walking up to the start. I think the start's probably a couple 100 feet. Get there, do a little bit of stretching, and it's race time.
We still got so much more time, you know, 2.5 minutes. You're gonna do it. I thought you were gonna let it rip. I don't want to see you walk at 5K. Come on.
All right, 2 miles in, just about 2.1, 14 minutes, 40 seconds. Really fast first mile. Slow down a bit for the second. Pace is at 8:10 right now. Still a little hot, but so far so good. There we go. Halfway point. The 49:13. Feeling pretty good. Took one of my stingers. So heart rate's a little high, but it's hot. Okay. So I'm 8 miles in. Feeling pretty good. I think I've got my second wind. My heart rate's been high the whole time, like around 160. But I think that just is what it is. It's a hot day. But feeling good. My pace has been, I think, under 8 most of the race. So yeah, the course itself, you got a lot of shade, a lot of trees, but also like some open spots where there's a lot of sun. But yeah, 8 miles in, feeling pretty good. Got a biker here. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, all in all, can't complain. Okay. So I didn't get any race footage from I don't know, probably mile 10 and on. So my apologies. I tried to take my phone out a few times, but it was like everything was so wet. I couldn't swipe up on my phone, so I couldn't get footage. But I finished. So I'll do a deeper breakdown later. But I actually double medaled. So I got a finisher medal, but then also first place in my age group. So that was kind of cool. I think I finished somewhere around 143, but we'll see when I get home. I've got about an hour and 20-minute drive home, so I'm gonna head home, shower, and then I'll share all the stats. But pretty happy with how that race went. I felt I was in good shape, not great shape. So a double medal like that was pretty fun. All right, so that race is in the books. There we go. It was it's called the Eagle Chase Half Marathon. So I got my medals here. And just like to recap a few things. So funny story, I like get there at like, it's probably 6:45. You see that when I'm walking up. What you don't see in the video is that the guy told me to park at the finish and just walk to the start. And he said, it's a short walk. I put in my Google Maps because it felt like it was taking a long time, and it had me arriving like 1 minute after the start of the race. So I actually had to run a half mile to the start of the race. And I was there 5 minutes early, but I literally had to like jog, run it to get there on time, which was funny. Overall, the race felt really good. My calves felt heavy, my calves. The day before I did a 1 mile shakeout run, but I followed it up with 2 miles of incline walking on the treadmill at like a 9% incline, which is pretty normal for me. I do that like 5 days a week, but I was down there and I was like, all right, let me get some walking in. Just because I'm like crazy about steps and trying to get a bunch in. So I don't think that helped me at all. But just a few things to point out from the race. So I finished 1:43:54, so pretty good time. I'm pretty happy with that, sub 144. One of my goals was to be below 145. Heart rate, so my beats per minute was 159 on average. The highest it got was like 172, and that was the last 1/10 of a mile. So my pace overall was 7:55. So pretty happy with that. I'll talk a little bit about goals and what's next just in a minute here, but my fastest mile was the first, 6 minutes and 43 seconds. So I took off. Like first, it started and you saw those people behind me. Well, they were really like taking it easy. So I like sprinted past all those people and then I sprinted up a hill too. So that was like the start of the race. So I did that. My slowest mile was mile 5 and it was like 8 minutes, and I'll pop the stuff right up here. That was 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Yeah, it was like sun was beating down on me. My legs were felt heavy. It was before I caught my second wind. I took my Zinger, like my Honey Zinger packet around that time. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I immediately felt better. And then a mile that I'm like pretty proud of is mile 11. So mile 11, I actually turned it on a bit. My pace was 7:41. So it's good to see one of my faster miles that deep into the race. And then if you look at mile 14, and this is just like, they have it as 0.13 miles. It's the last 1/10 of a mile, 6:56 pace. So I was like really turning it on. There was someone else who was coming from behind me, and I was like, you're not going to pass me. Not with like 1/10 of a mile left. So I like sprinted it. But yeah, I'm still waiting in the email to them to see where I finished overall. I think there was like 7 or 8 people who finished before me, but I want to get the official, like how many people. But finishing 4th in my age group, first in my age group, was awesome. I've never double medaled and finished first in an age group. So that was good. Overall, the race was good. The course was really scenic in the beginning and the end. During the middle, it was farmers' fields. I think I showed some of that. But overall, pretty good. In terms of what's next, one of my goals this year was to do 100 race miles. So I've done 1 marathon and 2 halves. So I might do that same thing in the second half of the year here. It's July 6th. So maybe I do 2 more halves, 1 more marathon. So this race and the marathon I did like 2 months ago are both personal bests. So the marathon was 3:38 and like 50 seconds. This was, 1:43 and 54 seconds. So I'd like to beat both of those. Right now, I would just weighed in. I weighed in about 175 pounds. I'd like to get down into the 160s. I think that extra 5 pounds over 13 and 26 miles does make quite the impact. So yeah, I'm gonna look for the next race. I'm open to doing one in the next couple of weeks, so it might be a pretty quick turnaround. But I'm gonna try to like just lighten up a little bit, keep the training hard, and try to beat that. I think like the next thing I'd like to do is get sub 140 for a half, and then for a full marathon, I'd be aiming for. I'm trying to hit 3:30. So all that while like still lifting heavy. Like I just did a push day. My watch says I need to rest for like 86 hours. That's not going to happen. Thank you, Garmin, but no. Yeah, so, still trying to lift really heavy, not sacrifice any muscle mass, but just lean out as much fat as possible to be lighter for the run. So that was it. Thanks for coming along. If you want to see the last long run I did right before this, you can click this video here. I ran it in like 92 degrees. It was not great. This race itself was like mid 80s, so it was pretty hot by the end, but it went well. So anyway, get out of here. I'll see you in the next one.